My name is RWood and this is RWood Outdoors. We're doing an overnight trip today here in Indian River County, Florida. Beautiful weather conditions, and I'm going to give you a few tips if you'd like to give this a try for yourself. Stay tuned. Land ho. Here's home. All right, I made it to my home for the night. Time to get the tent set up. I got my tent all set up. Beautiful beach here in Indian River County, Florida. And the sun is just going down. I have made fire. I have made fire. All right, let's fire up the camp stove and get some dinner cooking. Get some water boiling. Looks like we're boiling real nice now. Time to take it off the burner and add it into the pouch of the freeze-dried camping meal. All right, stir it up real good. And seal it up and just wait a few minutes. Well, it's time to eat. Let's give it a try. Not bad at all. Hey, I tell you what, these camping meals are a little on the expensive side, but something nice about having a hot cooked meal by a campfire makes it all worth it. Bon appetit. Well, with all this free time on my hands here on the island, time to do a little fishing. So I was able to cast net up some live finger mullet, and just about everything eats this, so let's see what happens. All right, fish on. Fishing from the tent. Alright, got a nice redfish here. Not too bad at all while camping here on the island. This is probably a keeper size, but considering I don't have any ice or cleaning equipment with me tonight, I'm gonna let this fish go. Well, it's getting pretty late here in the campsite. Nice full moon night and some fish to be had, but getting pretty tired, so I'm gonna head off to sleep and pick things up in the morning. Good night. Kayak still there? That's a good sign. Good morning. Well, I survived the night. Looks like a nice morning ahead of me. And time to get on with our day. So what I'd like to do now is go over my top 5 pieces of gear that I like to have with me when I'm kayak camping. Now these are going to be your less than ordinary pieces of gear. Of course, your tent, your sleeping bag, all that good stuff is kind of understood. But these 5 things I've found really make the experience that much better. So counting down from number 5, I like to bring a Garmin InReach satellite communicating device with me. Now this is pretty similar to just a basic GPS device, but it's got the added benefit that you can send text messages anywhere on planet Earth. Pretty cool to keep in touch with your loved ones while you're away, or if you run into trouble when you're out here in the wilderness. Alright, number 4 is a battery backup charger. This is made by a company called Anchor, but there's all sorts of companies that make something similar. And basically, this allows you to keep all your electronic devices charged while you're out here alone in the wilderness. This is a fairly large one. If I was backpacking or trying to manage weight, I would go with the smaller one. But I can charge my phone and cameras and flashlights quite a few times with this thing, and very handy to stay connected out here. Okay, number 3 is an inflatable sleeping pad. This has become one of those items that I will not leave at home when I'm heading out on a camping trip. So us humans spend about 1/3 of our life sleeping, and getting good quality sleep is super important. Especially when you've got to travel long distances to get from point A to point B out here, a good night's rest is a great thing. So this sleeping pad folds up real nice, and then you just blow it up when you're ready to use, and makes a night and day difference in the comfort you have when you're sleeping on the ground. So number 2 is a sail for your kayak. If your kayak is equipped to receive a sail, I highly encourage bringing it along when going on a long distance camping trip. It's a great way to cover a lot of water and do it as fast as possible. And number 1 on my list of essential gear to have when kayak camping is an empty Gatorade bottle. 3 guesses what this thing's for. Alright, I'll let you in on it. So when you're out here in the wilderness, you're constantly drinking lots and lots of fluids. And when it's time to go to bed, and you're curled up nice in your sleeping bag and it's cold outside, it really is awful to have to wake up to go outside and relieve yourself. So an empty Gatorade bottle is a lifesaver for this purpose. Allows you to stay inside your tent and do your business in as much comfort as possible. Now ladies, probably a little bit harder for you, but there's ways you can make it work. Like I said, number 1 is an empty Gatorade bottle. Take care of business. Well, I've got my camp all packed up, and it's time to head home. Remember, leave no trace rules apply out here, so whatever you bring in, make sure you pick up after yourself and bring it back home with you. Time to get back on the water. enjoyed this episode of RWood Outdoors, be sure to hit that subscribe button down there at the bottom of your screen. My name is Ryan Wood, and we'll see you next time.